78th County Convention, Morris County American Legion Department, New Jersey will come to order. Colors of flag, and salute. Two. Uncover. The chaplain would offer a prayer.
Almighty God, Father of all mankind and Judge over nations, we pray thee to guide our work in this meeting and in all our days. Send thy peace to our nation and to all nations. Hasten the fulfillment of thy promise of peace that shall have no end. We pray for those who serve the people and God the public welfare, and that by thy blessing they may be enabled to discharge their duties honestly and well. We pray for our comrades that by thy help they may observe the strictest justice, keep alight the fires of freedom, strive earnestly for the spirit of democracy, and preserve untarnished our loyalty to our country and to thee. Finally, O God of mercy, we ask thy blessing and comfort for those comrades who are suffering mental and physical disability. Cheer them and bring them the blessings of health and happiness. Amen.
Amen.
Please follow me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I call your attention to the empty chair now placed at all official meetings of the American Legion, which serves as a symbol of the many American POW MIAs still unaccounted for from wars and conflicts involving the United States of America. It is a reminder for all of us to spare no effort to secure the release of any American prisoners from captivity, the repatriation of the remains of those who died bravely in defense of liberty, and the full accounting of those missing. Let us rededicate ourselves to this vital endeavor. Will the Master at Arms place the flag on the empty chair? Cover. Please recite the preamble to the Constitution of the American Legion.
For God and my country, associate ourselves with our hope and Constitution of the United States of America, and maintain law and order, to foster and perpetuate one another's preserve the rights
Now declare the 78th meeting convention of the Morris County Committee Department, New Jersey, regularly convened. Adjutant, please conduct a roll call of officers.
Commander Marciano,
Here.
DEC Kramer. Here. Finance Officer James Foley. Here. Vice Commander Bergen. Here. Vice Commander Sable. Here. Vice Commander Michaels.
Here.
Vice Commander Akentoff. Here. Vice Commander Connors. Here. Appointed officers, Adjutant Connors here. Master at Arms Larry Brain excused. Service Officer Julio Diosis. Here. Judge Advocate Howard Lipitor. Historian Dennis Porpora.
Here.
Chaplain Michael Murphy.
Here.
Adjutant, please conduct the roll call of the post.
Post 27. Post 27. Post 43. 1. Post 59. 6. Post 91.
2.
Post 154.
2.
Post 155. Post 155. Post 242. 242. Post 245. Post 245. Post 249.
2.
Post 279.
1.
Post 342.
3,
Post 344. 3. Post 390. 3. Post 421. 421. 423.
4.
Post 450.
2,
Sir, we have a quorum of posts.
thank you, sir. So as commander of post 342, welcome to the 78th convention. Thank you for coming here today. We actually have a good turnout. I know the schedule's a little crazy, but we appreciate your attendance. Should have a good convention. If anybody needs anything, please ask. The restrooms are right down the hall. If you get warm, open the window or air conditioner. They're not good yet. So welcome. We hope you enjoy yourselves and thank you for coming out to 342 board convention today. I'd like to introduce some of our distinguished guests with us today. Past Department Commander Howard Weaver, Commander of Post 279. Ray Ann Wallace, President of Morris County American Legion. If she'd like to introduce her staff that's with her today. Sorry, Morris County Auxiliary. I'm reading right off the paper.
Hi, I have to my right, or my left over here is Elliot Zaleski is my vice president, and I have on my right is Fran Darren, my gas department president and gas county president, along with my finance chief officer and vice president, second VP.
Thank you, President Wallace. Larry Opel, Cass County Commander, Post 342. Unfortunately, with the change, we had a new DEC for the Morris County Sons of the American Legion. Richard Michael Jr., he actually just left for convention, so he was supposed to be here, so we're only missing one special guest. So thank you, everybody, for being here. We appreciate it. At this time, I'd like a motion on the floor to suspend the regular order of business for the purpose of awards.
I'll make a motion that we suspend it.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? So moved. I'm happy we have a few awards today. We'll start with the first. We had one individual not present today for our coloring contest.
No, 2.
2. That's the name of the one. Dolce Maria Bedoya Ramirez, represented by Post 91, was the first place for the coloring contest. She will receive a check for $50 at a later time.
In second place, we receive a,
Second.
to get cash. It would be cash for $30 for second place in the coloring contest.
We have a second place winner in this.
Yes.
It's Vivian Iran, sponsored by Post 249.
2, excellent. We have a scholarship. Edwin Clint Flannery, grandson of our chaplain Mike Murphy, will be receiving a scholarship for $1,000. He will be attending the University of Maryland this fall. He is from Sparta High School. He's here today. Edward, you can come up. We have the Morris County Education, Washington University of Maryland. And there you go, there's $1,000 check towards. We just close it. Scholarship. I only take up half the spend. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So a few people were at the post last time, so I just wanted to say something again. Thank you so much. A lot of what you guys did to serve the country and help people around you. A lot of stuff I do is helping with Special Olympics and people with disabilities in my area. And I think something we have in common is we like to uplift our community. And just like you were sacrificing yourselves to improve or to better the lives of the people around you, you're also willing to sacrifice your Saturday to be here. So I just want to say thank you, and this is going to a good cause.
If it does, see the man in the front. Congratulations, good luck, thank you. We have an award for post 242, nobody's present. I'm happy to say they received the 2024 Post Honor Ribbon for Morris County. Honor ribbons are awards of Post's 2024 membership as of December 31st, 2023, exceeded or equaled the total 2023 membership. And the Post receiving that honor ribbon this year is Post 242. We have a ribbon for them. We'll present that at the next meeting. Hopefully they'll be present. But it's good to see some people going over the top in membership. I'd like a motion on the floor to reconvene the 78th convention. Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? So moved. DEC Weavertor will present some rules for the convention as best we can.
Well, unfortunately, we don't have the full sheet of rules of regulation. But I do want to say, as far as voting goes, the convention is, you get one vote for every 50 members, vote and portion of. Plus you get one vote for commander and one vote for delegate at large. Any other questions that's related, because I don't have the full report, okay?
Thank you, Mr. Weavertor. Vice Commander Carnes, we have a report, registration report for the 78th convention.
Registration report by post. Following posts are present or not present as so identified. Post 27, no representative signed in. Post 43 has one representative. Post 59 has 3 sign-ins. Post 91 has 2. These are not your vote counts. These are just who are in attendance for today, by the way. Post 154 has 2 members signed in. Post 155 is absent. Post 242 is absent. Post 245 is absent. Post 249 has 2 sign-ins. Post 279 has 1 sign-in. Post 342 has 3 plus former County Commander Larry Apple, delegate at large, for a total of 4. 344 has 3. 390 has 2. Actually, that's 3. Vice Commander Bergen arrived late. 421 is absent. 423 has 4. 450 has 2.
But just one thing I've got to mention. You quote the strength, opposed strength, not how many signed in, how many people you got here. So if you're allowed 4 votes, you vote for 4, you don't need by yourself. You vote yourself.
Officers reports. DEC Kramer, do you have a report, sir?
Short report. Anybody who is going to national convention, which I believe will be Dresner or myself, but if anybody else is planning to go, need to contact Department Adjutant and let them know and start getting the paperwork flowing. It's gonna be in New Orleans at the end of August, so it's gonna be hot. Switch over to Boise State. Some of you are having issues with stuff not showing up on the report. Reach out to Tammy. It's what I've been telling people to do. And you're not alone. A lot of us have people that for one reason or another are not on the report. But I believe you'll find that they are all registered successfully. It's just how they're being coded is why you're not seeing them. Or they're showing up under a different county. That's easy to happen for some people. I mean, 423, if there's an issue, remember that the zip code for 423 is shared with Passaic County, right? So it's easy for them to miscode people. Okay, happens all the time. I don't even know how many jury duty summonses I got from Passaic County when I lived in Jefferson, quite a few. The folks from, if you know, you know, put it that way. So, but if there's any other Boy State problems, please hit me up. We are gonna have our orientation on the 2nd, which is Sunday night, 2 weeks from tomorrow, I think. And at the Dover Post at 7 p.m. Stand by, make sure you bring a rain jacket with you, because traditionally we have rain. We lost power twice during that orientation within the last 5 or 6 years. It just happens for some reason at that spot. I don't think I have anything else of massive importance.
Thank you, DC Kramer. Vice Commander Michaels, do you have a report, sir?
No, I do not, sir.
Vice Commander Akmov, do you have a report, sir?
Yes, sir. Just wanted to give a short report on the Chamber of Commerce activity that we've been involved in and up here. Thank you. As far as the Chamber of Commerce for the last year, and we've been involved in 3 major committees. The nonprofit, business development, and the public affairs. With these 3 committees, we've made representations and exemplified the American Legion Morris County unit as one of the stalwarts in the county of Morris for all its activity. We are the only veteran speaking organization in the state, and as such, they're starting to call on us to be involved more in promoting the Legion, and that is something we learned from going to the county college and the American Legion College to learn how to promote. And we're starting to do that. We're incorporating all of our activities, but we need volunteers. And one of the major volunteers is people to actively participate in representing veterans throughout the county with the Legion. We, the American Legion, are the American Legion. We're not the disabled vets, we're not the VFW, we're not any other organization. And no other veterans group has a representation or a voice in the county. We're involved with all of the county activities, all of the county college activities. We're now participating with the Veteran Center at the college with students there. They have 100 registered students and 200 outside of that circle. So that is part of our network and network. So we have a lot of things to do. I know there's been discussions about catching up on the dues, and I don't think that's going to be an issue anymore. Knowing how we are involved in the county, and I'm sure with other projects and with us giving away scholarships today to students, we want to do more of that and participate with Boy State also. We want to help increase the number for next year, and we expect to do it with the county of Morris together. And so I look forward to continuing the good work that we've all been doing. It's been 2 years, but it's here. We're at the table. They're asking us to be more participating, more promoting. They want us to spend more time and money. But that's besides the point. The fact that we can speak, and we speak for everybody in the county, all 2,200 of us, and all 42,000 in the region. We are the only veterans' voice. So I thank you for the opportunity, and I thank you for all the support that we can get.
Thank you, Vice Commander Akmov. Appreciate it. Vice Commander Sable, do you have a report, sir?
Yes.
Well, I just want to let everyone know that they opened a vet center, not a vet center, and what's it called?
A veteran service.
A service area, okay, at the Morris County CBOC. So if somebody has any issues, mental health or anything like that, you need to make an appointment because they're here 1 day a week and there's 2 people there, okay? So if you call down to Bloomfield and make an appointment, they'll see you or they'll service you, okay? So it's at the Morris County CBOC, and that's one of the things that's there. We opened, well, I didn't open it up, but they opened it up 3 weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago. So it's now in service. So you can let all your, if somebody needs you, it's there. You don't have to go down to Bloomfield. You can get service up here, okay? And the more people we get up here, the more people they're gonna put in to serve. So you're good for 24 patients a day. So if we get more than that, they'll put extra people on. Okay, so it's something that's happening, it happened, and it's there for all veterans. Okay, and just point of order here. This morning, we went to Passaic County and they opened up the wall. Okay, there was a dedication to the wall. You know, the Vietnam Veterans Wall. It's a monster. You must go there. It's behind Passaic County Tech on Oldham Road. Okay, by the fire department facility. If you get a chance, you wanna go see the wall, it's almost as big as the wall. It's 80% of the main wall in DC. It's a monster. It'll take you 5 minutes to walk it, you know? But it's there. It finally opened up today. So, you know, it's available. That's what I gotta say, sir.
Can we get information on that center so we can put it out?
You put it out, already.
Did we put it out?
You already put it out.
Good. See, I knew that.
It's all read. I'll read,
So I'm ahead of the game.
yeah, so I'll post it again if that's what you'd like.
No, it's posted, it's posted.
Yeah,
Just
it's
making
posted.
sure that's important information. Vice Commander Connors, do you have a report, sir?
Not as vice commander, but a request to the adjutant. Going forward, we need to have a better way of recording the minutes so that they're not only visible but audible, so that when I type up the minutes, I can understand each and everything that's said. That we focus in on the speaker if we're using the camera, so that I can identify the speaker when I'm doing the minutes. And that is a request I hope that we can move forward on next year, whether I'm the adjutant or somebody else is, so that publication of the minutes becomes less difficult to accomplish. Thank you.
We use the phone in the video. Sometimes when people speak, we don't get the yeas and nays and who made motions, so we're working on a better system, as Vice Commander Connors said. Thank you, sir. Vice Commander Berger, do you have a report, sir?
Yes, sir. I just want to let you know that the sale of Post Community One is anticipated to close in June. So, you know, with any real estate transactions, sometimes they just never ending slips. However, one point of good news, we did receive a letter from Adjutant Baker, and in the letter, it directs all monies that we receive through the sale to be deposited in the Morris County account. So there may or may not be a discussion about how we divvy those monies up in the future. I don't know. That'll be between the commanders. However, the money will be in our hands, which is a better place to have it than somebody else's hands. So I just want to point that out.
Easy, Kramer?
My expectation on that is, I've negotiated this, under the bylaws of the department and under the actual rules, the money actually for a post that is abandoned, the post property is owned by the department. My comment to them, I countered with, when a post is closing, the post is allowed to direct its funds. And in reality, the post for the last 4 years has been directed by you and me and a few other people from the county. So it's cloudy. So what I've negotiated is about a 50-50 split. So in the end, the money's gonna come to us first, but we're then going to transfer probably half of it to department. Theoretically, they can ask for all of it.
It's true. Yeah, half of,
Is the county gonna pay half of the levy on the property tax?
No, as far as I'm concerned, the levy comes off the top.
right, that's the,
Yeah, the levy's done before the money's distributed to.
But that was a little
yeah, that's correct.
unpleasant surprise that the town pulled a couple of years ago on us.
That's correct. Yeah, the net that we receive is after all the tax burden has been paid. But I just thought it was nice. It's much easier to have in your account and have to give it than have somebody else's account and have to give it.
Having
So,
control is good.
Yep,
And-
that's
and
all
I
I had,
just-
that's all I had, Commander.
and I'll just add that, Bob Allen from 59 had privately warned me about them doing something tax-wise like this, not knowing that they had done it, apparently, a couple of years ago. With, and conveniently, we never got noticed.
Yeah, I could turn this meeting very negative very fast, but I'd rather just.
Yes, conveniently, we
comment.
never got
Had a
told
great
about
day
this.
so far. Yeah.
Don't go there.
All right, thank you, Commander, that's all I have, appreciate it.
And thank you to Brian and Will. It's been a lot of work working on the 391. It's every day. And they've been working diligently to make sure it's done fairly. So thank you to both of you. And Tom Dresser is actually also done quite a bit. Some other people like that.
You did a great job.
Here, and we're 20 minutes from finishing it this year. Finance officer, you have a report, sir.
I have a report I'll be turning over to the adjutant, and I will not be giving it because of yesterday night.
Thank you, sir.
If anybody has any questions, come see me.
Let's just do a motion to approve the finance report. If anybody has any questions, motion ready.
Finance report till the next meeting.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? So moved. Service officer, do you have a report, sir?
Nothing new this time, sir.
Thank you, sir. Chaplain, do you have a report, sir?
What I'd like to do is, first, if we have a chance in 2024, we did send in 23 a $200 check that we got acknowledged from that McGuire Air Force Base. You know, they got that food kitchen down there. Where they supply
I mean, the Legion thing, the chaplain thing.
the job, yeah.
It's not McGuire Air Force Base,
It's
it's the
McGuire.
Legion.
Yeah, Mike Schaefer, the county chaplain, state chaplain, come up with this program of it's like feeding the poor. But it's at McGuire Air Force Base. And the last letter he sent out is, he sent us a report of who did what in 2023, our $200 check. We haven't done anything since then, but if we find it, then we can send him another check. He said the kitchen, the pantry, that's the word, the food pantry, is at the lowest it's been over the last 3 years. So definitely hurting the food for the military guys that we have. So, something to think about, and if we get some extra money, if we want to send them something in 2024. And the other thing, he sent me a big flyer on, which I didn't know about. It's usually back in February, that chaplains, the four military chaplains, they have quite a service at Lakehurst. There's a military chaplain. So anybody that's ever want to tour around and go down and see the chaplain, but he does say it's in really bad disarray, and they will be looking for guys that are so inclined to help cut grass, weed whack, because they really want to turn this chaplain's cathedral into a tourist attraction showplace. So that's pending from Mike. So maybe we'll hear more about it at the convention, and I'll follow up with that. But the two main things is the food pantry for the military guys, and I'll get for this if you down south, you want to see the chapter, I'll get more results on that. The last thing is, I didn't pass out a list of anybody that passed away since April and now, when we have the ceremony. If you have any names, I'll just ask and I'll write them down as I do that. So if you had anybody deceased over the last month, just let me know, and I'll take the names.
Thank you, Chaplain. Judge Advocate Weaver, do you have a report,
No
sir?
report.
Thank you, sir. Post historian, do you have a report, sir? County historian, do you have a report?
Yeah, yes, I do. Today's meeting will be posted on the county website along with all the other meetings. And I will work on seeing if I can get a better camera with a microphone that when the camera's pointed to them, that it records better. I will work on that and see if I cannot, if I have to buy something that will work better.
Maybe get a wireless one or something.
Well, I have to work on it,
We'll work on it.
and I'll let you know what it will cost to replace it.
Thank you, sir. Committee reports, are there any committee reports? As have one for SAO. As you know, I said we have a DEC for the county SAO, Richard Michael. He couldn't be here. He's at the convention for the riders, their first annual convention in Milltown. We will be reaching out to post to get information about your SAO groups, your commanders who you have, and hopefully we can stir some interest and form a good, strong county detachment for the SAO. So once elections are done, we get into June, July, we'll be reaching out to you to try and organize that information. Any other committee reports that come to this meeting? Uncovered. Spot ritual. Right in the hallway, right inside.
Narrow fields, the flowers grow, between the courses, row by row. And what a place, and in the sky a larch, or babies singing fly, scarce are, aiming the grounds below. We are the dead, short days ago, we lived, held on, saw sunset glow. Loved and were loved, and now we lie in hollow fields. Take up our quarrel with the foes. To you, but with failing hands, we told the torch. To yours to hold the eye. If you break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though flowers go hollow fields.
Rest ye in peace, the heroes dead. The fight that ye so bravely led, we've taken up. And we will keep true faith with you, who sleep with each across the mark his bed. And flowers blowing overhead, where once his own like blood runs red. So let your sleep be sweet and deep in hallowed fields. Fear not that ye have died for naught. The torch you threw to us we caught. And million hands will hold it high, and freedom's light will never die. We've learned the lesson that ye taught, ye heroes dead.
Who shall not rest? And what if thou withdrew in silence from the living, no friend take note of thy departure? All that breath will share thy destiny. The day will laugh when thou art gone, solemn brood yet fought on, and each one as before will chase his favorite phantom. Yet all these shall leave their mirth and their employments, and shall come and make their bed of fate. As a long train of ages glides away, the sons of men, the youth up in life's green spring, and he goes in full strength of years, matron and maid, speeches fade, and the gray-headed man shall, one by one, be gathered to your side, by those who in their turn shall follow them.
Wherefore, it behooves us to bear in mind this admonishment. So live that when the summons come to join the innumerable caravan, which moves to that mysterious realm, where each shall take his chamber in the silent halls of death. Go not like the quarry slave at night scourged to his dungeon, but sustained and soothed by an unfaltering trust. Approach thy grave like one who wraps the drapery of his couch about him and lies down in pleasant dreams.
So are there any deceased over the month that I could add to the list here?
Bob.
Okay, what is that?
Bob Shalago, post 450, being buried tomorrow.
Any others?
Paul McNish, post 249.
John Fury. John Fury. Fury. F.I.
Yeah,
Oh, you shot, sorry, yeah.
About Don Bradley from 390.
Cover?
May their souls, rest in peace, and may each of us take up the torch borne by our departed comrades. who have gone to a greater glory. May we revere their memories and serve by serving the sick and needy and by our continued service to our Lord and great commander of all of us and for our community, state, and nation.
Cover. And salute. Ready, two. Please brighten the mics. Any unfinished business to come before this meeting? E.C. Kramer, sir.
I, under the county bylaws, get a stipend as DEC to cover some of my travel, et cetera. I returned it to the treasury earlier, not taking it, $300. And I'd like to move that we donate the $300 to the Warrior, Rebuilding Warriors Kitchen. The Food for Warriors.
So a motion on the floor to donate $300 to Warriors. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? So moved. Thank you, DEC Kramer.
Commander, I'm entitled to stipend as the adjutant. I've turned this stipend back to the treasury. I'd like to add that stipend. My adjutant stipend back to the fund that DEC Kramer just created. And that $100 be provided for the charity. I make a motion that we donate that money.
Motion on the floor, we're gonna donate the adjutant's money back to the. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? So moved. Thank you, Mr. Connor, we appreciate that. Is there any other unfinished business to come before this meeting? Sir?
Yeah, my name is Stan Kusiski from Post 59. Recently, I received a letter from the 112th Field Artillery Regiment in Lawrenceville. The Marstown National Guard Armory, all right, has been deployed to Kuwait, Syria, and Iraq in April. They're over there now. There's approximately 300 members of the National Guard unit that are on active duty. A letter was written by Colonel Watson, Bob Watson in Lawrenceville, and he's putting out a request for donations for care packages for these guys that are in the Middle East. I provided Dominic with a letter that gives all the details if you choose to donate. I'm not asking for money, but I'm just putting it out on the table here, that if you'd like to make a donation, Post 59 is donating $500, all right? But all the information on where to send the check and how to make the check out is in the letter, and Dominic will be posting it on that. Yeah, all right, so I just wanted to bring that up, but it's the National Guard Armory at the Marstown Armory.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. I think we have a Morristown support and 44th regiment is still in Jordan, I believe. I don't think they've returned yet.
The 44th.
Is that part of the 44th?
Brigade, it's part of, they're in Iraq.
Okay. That's gonna be on, very important to help support, especially our local soldiers in the National Guard, leaving their jobs and families. So that'll be on soon. Thank you, sir. Any other unfinished business come before this meeting? Any new business to come before this meeting? New business once, twice? Election, do you want to report of? I didn't report it.
We do report, sort of a meet for election.
This time I'm gonna ask DEC William Kramer to take over the meeting for the nominations of county officers and elections of county officers. DEC Kramer, sir.
And we've already had nominations. And the current nominees for county commander are Paul Connors, Deb Marciano. Are there any other nominations from the floor? I have a motion to close nominations for county commander. Second?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think we, I don't, let's not.
I defer to you, sir.
But I'm gonna go out of order. Let's do the vice commander election, because that one's not a contentious election. Let's do the other elections and then last we'll do county commander. Do we have any objection to that?
No.
Okay?
Can't do that. If Paul is running for.
You have a good point.
Can't, you have to go down, not up.
Yes, you have a good point. Okay, so we have two nominees for county commander. Do either of the nominees care to speak?
First of all, thank you all for coming. For those of you who don't know me very well, my name is Paul Connors. I'm folks from Post 344 in Rockaway Township. I did over 20 years in the military, retiring from the Air National Guard. My Army rank was my higher rank, so I'm retired at that grade. I've been an officer of the county for a couple of years now, both as vice commander and an adjutant. And I have to say, as much as we all participate, we bring different skills and assets to the table. There are other things that we could be doing differently, more productively, more efficiently. There are also people in the county who remain nameless, who have positioned themselves other positions higher up the totem pole in the American Legion. I'm not here to do that. My interest is serving the county. Like all government, best government is done at the local level. I think all you have to do is look at Washington, D.C. and Trenton, and anybody in this room will know that. I'm running because I think that we are capable of doing more. Everyone in this room, every other Legionnaire and every post in this county. We have a very active group in a particular post that has done a lot to Chamber of Commerce. Those are the type of people we need more of in this county. Those are the people I'd like to lead, as well as the rest of them. And I humbly ask for your vote on that basis. But I give you my pledge that if I lose this election, that's a 50-50 chance, that I will remain active in the county, and I'll continue to support the efforts of the leadership that's chosen. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
First, it was an honor to be the county commander this year. And there'll be a speech later on saying goodbye or hello, whichever way it goes. It's been a long year. I had two things we needed to accomplish this year. One was to resolve the issue with Post 391. We just about did. If the paper was signed today, we would have accomplished that 100%. But it's going to happen. I thank the people, especially Brian Bergen and Will Kramer, who got that done. My second objective for the year was the SAL, to get a detachment for the county. We have a DEC, but we don't have the whole SAL organized yet, and we're going to work on that. I have to agree with Paul on a lot of things he said. We need some work on management, how the county's run. We dropped in a few things that we can do a lot better with the Chamber of Commerce, with getting more involved in the community and the communication within the county. You've done a great job with membership. You've done a great job of showing up to meetings. You've been very supportive of the county, and we look forward to that either way next year. We can make this county bigger and stronger as we go. So I appreciate it. Thank you for everybody coming here today, and I look forward to either way working with you for another year and into the future. Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna have to, now we're gonna do the vote. The way the vote's gonna work is a representative from each post will get a ballot and will be allowed to vote the strength of the post, not the strength that's here. So for example, I'm pretty sure that 279 Lincoln Park is between 150 and 100 and 200 membership. So they should have 3 plus their member at large, Harold Libator. So that would be 4 votes, am I correct? Okay. Plus the commander, so they would get 5 votes. Post 43, where I'm a member, we get 3 votes for strength, plus a commander, plus a delegate at large, which is me. So we would have 5 votes, correct? Okay, so it's not by how many people you have here, but only the posts that are here will vote. We're not taking call-ins from post 421 or post 250, yeah, 155. So, Adjutant, please provide to me ballots with a number for each post. Can you do that? Okay. And we'll recess while he prepares those. And we'll recess for a minute. I will take on something else because we left out one set of nominations. Before we go into vice commanders, which would be after this, my position is up. So we have to elect a DEC. Are there any nominations? I've already been nominated as DEC. Are there any other nominations from the floor for DEC? Okay. Seeing none, hearing none, can I have a motion to close DEC nominations?
Close.
So absent posts, so.
Correct. Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Okay, so DEC nominations are closed, only me. Yes, can I have a motion for the adjutant to submit 1 vote for DEC? Move, second. Okay, so adjutant, that's one DEC vote, please record 1 DEC vote for me as DEC. And while he's providing that, I'm just gonna give you a little bit more. I know that sometimes I carry on meetings a little bit. I don't carry on as much as what I'm supposed to be telling you. I try to provide as much information as I can, but the department gives out a lot of information. People who've been in the position before, Harold sees a lot of the emails from the department. County Commander Marciano sees a lot. There's a lot that goes on that we want people to know about, just as the information that Dominic talked about, Vice Commander Sable, about the mental health. Very, very important, by the way. We really would like to grow this from 1 day to 2 days. Not that I want to have them need counseling, but we want to reassure the people, because this didn't happen in a vacuum. This happened because a lot of us agitated for it. And we twisted arms and we begged. And Congressman Sherrill was absolutely in our corner on this, as were the county commissioners. The way to show that we needed this is for people to use it. So please go back to your posts and urge anybody that might want to use these services to please use them. I would love to see us at 3 days a week. Okay, maybe 5 days would indicate we're having some mental problem, but 3 days a week would be nice.
You can take them too.
Yeah, I can need a day all by myself, that's just true. But this is a really important thing. The more usage we get, the more we justify having services out here. Because nobody wants to go to Bloomfield or East Orange or Alliance. Okay, so seeing that continue to go on, we're going to roll into Memorial Day. Now, I'm sure most towns are having Memorial Day events on Memorial Day. Okay, I'm probably going to attend 2. One in my town, thankfully, is at 8 in the morning in Madison Forum Park, but I will not go to Morristown because I'm going to be at the All Veterans Memorial, which is started, well, yeah, we try to be there for 10:30, 11. It's hard to do Morristown and All Veterans Memorial. But if we can support All Veterans Memorial, that's really good. But please try to support one or another. I imagine you're gonna have one in Jefferson. Always do at the post, okay? Okay, oh, okay. 43 is gonna have a picnic afterward. I imagine many of you are doing that. So it's a good time. And if anybody really wants to get bored, on Wednesday, the 24th, 22nd, right? On Wednesday, the 22nd, there's a ceremony. What's that?
12 o'clock. 12 o'clock at high noon, the courthouse.
Well, no, that wasn't what I was gonna talk about.
why
But yes,
not?
that's a good one to go to. It's the one at the courthouse at noon. Or if you wanna be at 11 in the morning at the East Orange VA, the guest speaker is DEC Will Kramer.
Oh,
The keynote speaker
definitely want
at
to.
East Orange VA.
I'll make my.
At VA Medical Center.
I'll make sure I'm in high
Just one
point.
second, on the 22nd, Doris and I were asked to lay a wreath
Okay,
representing county, American Legion for the county, so we're gonna be there. And we're gonna put a wreath up,
okay. If I could be there, I would.
I know,
But East Orange reached out to me and said, can you?
and anybody that wants to be here, come, give us support. It's already posted on Facebook.
And there's refreshment, hot dogs?
Hot dogs.
Yeah, get hot.
How did I know?
There's gonna be a dirty water park out here.
They don't come much better than the lady down at the green. What's that? Was Bob Olson county commander? Yes, he is. Oh, I should have 6 then. No, it's only county commissioners when they're here. Past county commissioners only count when they're here. That, you talked about. You talked about earlier. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Otherwise, we mentioned other. With the other posts. Only Hudson County.
Yeah, Hudson County.
But
Unless we're gonna do a. I'm sorry, we got. We can have a ballot. Just one for each post. Post that would work.
Dave, you can use these. Okay, whatever. Okay.
It's the Vietnam War, but it looks. Yeah, forever.
But any major portion of 50 gives you another. So 50 at one place, 100 you get another. Around 90, 495. So you get another one. Okay. You need to tell her it's introduction. Tell her. Two tellers and introduction.
No, he's going
Yeah, Judge.
Mike, you want to be a teller?
Here, sir. Sorry about that. Just count the votes.
I'll pick one.
You count the votes. The other teller, and then you tell me that.
Yeah.
So, Mike.
Count votes, man? I don't know. I wash my hands. I wash
But there's no jail.
Oh, really?
The less I get to see them, the better. I'll try to stop after you.
Water bar. No, I'm going to his house. He just graduated BSI. Station in Dover. He's going to Dover. National Park.
Here's your ballot. Here's your ballot.
Our firehouse.
Tim and I saw it.
Right. I don't know how we worked out the numbers. That's how many votes. Not based on how many.
Well, I'm just bringing the game down. Technically, that's what you do.
279.
So the ballots have been passed out. Please, on the ballot, make it clear whether your post is, your post strength is voting toward County Commander Marciano or Vice Commander Connors towards County Commander for the next year. And who are the judges and tellers are? Larry Opal, past County Commander Larry Opal.
Mike, 49.
Okay,
And Brian Bergen.
and Brian Bergen. So that's who you give your ballots to.
Can I trust a politician?
I don't know. Still rough. Thank you. Thank you. I gotta watch the sleight of hand here, you know? Gotta watch it.
I want to see.
You breaking it up?
Greenish, no, green, anybody who has extra ballots. I'm wondering in chat. Hey, Julio, we ever talked to you about,
I don't know.
past County Commander Langford?
Awesome.
Are you aware of what's going on with Langford? Talk with,
Thank you so much.
Langford.
Anybody else pocket common votes here or what?
I don't think it's just overwhelming.
Good? I think so, yeah, we got to,
We're going to bar, County.
in the bar, oh. Get a beer while we're doing it? Are there any other votes still out there? Any other votes out there? Anybody got any ballots or boxes of votes?
You should know.
Hold on, let me check the cemetery down the street. Brian, let me check the cemetery. down the
Yeah,
street.
that's right.
I thought you wanted to sleep in the barracks.
I did. I
You
don't wanna do it
anymore?
I don't wanna do that anymore. I spent 8 weeks there.
Yeah, you gotta wait for mattress.
Yeah.
Very thin mattress.
Everybody thinks it's fun to sleep in the barracks.
My hair mattress is not.
Did she send the hair since then?
Yeah. That's what was out, they did it, it's Chaplain Jennifer, she's gonna help, so.
Okay, there was 11 posts, 43 votes. Winner was Dave Marciano.
And if you look at under our past county commanders, it is the norm. County commanders can do 2 years, but you have to elect every year. The term is 1 year. We normally allow, just like the president, it can has to get reelected after 4, they don't automatically get 2 terms. Okay, so now we can move to the vice commander. So far, vice commander nominations are Mr. Connors, Mr. Akimov, Mr. Sable. Actually, the same 5 that we have right now. I don't think we have any changes. Do we have any other nominations from the floor? I neglected to list Vice Commander Michaels and Vice Commander Bergen. Any other nominations from the floor?
Move the nominations be closed.
Thank you. Second? Okay, move that the adjutant be instructed to cast 1 ballot for the slate of 5 vice commanders,
So
as I
moved.
just listed. Second? Sorry, second.
Yeah.
Cast ballot, 1 vote for the slate of 5 vice men.
Okay, I think we don't have any more elected officers. Finance officer, yes. Nominee is Mr. Bolte. Do we have any other nominations from the floor? Please, please.
1 more year.
I move that nominations be closed, being that there's no further.
I see we only have 1 nominated candidate. I move that we have 1 ballot. Second over here.
I move, I vote that we, 1 ballot to, select.
Yeah, we've already been moved and seconded.
I vote the,
Okay. I think that I move that we close elections.
Motion on the floor to close elections.
Actually,
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved.
I move last.
You may sit, sir. Second. Except you're up next again. Yeah, this, Department Vice Commander Ellis Marcus had a prior gate to do the time change. We'll move into his spot for the installation wall.
You have a script? Need it on that.
Then you have it.
Give me a minute.
While they're going through that, Mr. Harold Regal Floor will back me on what I'm about to say. Everybody that has become an officer in this post or in the county must be able to come up with a DD 214 if they're asked for it. If they're not, you're not eligible to hold that position. And I'm only doing this because Mr. Conroy, that was one of his things, that was a pet peeve. Because too many posts had allowed officers to come into their post and never had served in the military at all. So I know for a fact I served in the military. Has everybody else served in the military?
Yes.
You can prove that you have been in. That's all we're asking, but if you're challenged, you have to prove it. Thank you.
Sergeant at Arms. Bring the newly elected officers, assemble them at the rear of the room, and then bring them forward.
Teach him guys not to walk in front of the American flag.
I didn't know you would have such a critical role here today, did you? Oh, here you are.
Rich didn't know he had more jobs.
You did it. Yes, you did, the last.
You would be. You should be first. It's on 5 points.
Sergeant at Arms, bring the newly elected officers of the county forward.
I present to you newly elected officers of this post, whose eligibility records for membership in the American Legion have been duly checked.
About pace. Well, it should have. You've been chosen by your fellow members of the county to fill the various offices for Morris County. You will, I know, then vindicate the trust that has been reposed in you and fulfill in every way the obligations which that trust entails. You shall at once familiarize yourself with the duties of your particular offices, and you shall proceed upon those duties in the same spirit of devotion and endeavor which characterizes that service out of which arose the American Legion. You must know the welfare and success of this county depends largely on you. And you must also know that upon your shoulders equally rests the burden of preserving the integrity of the American Legion. You must protect its good name before the people of Morris County, New Jersey, and the United States. You must exalt it in their eyes. You must make them know, as we know, its purposes and policy. Ever remember the tolerant spirit that animates its members. There is no rank among us, for each serves as an equal, and all strive toward the same goal, which is the realization in the life of the Republic of the ideals of justice, freedom, and democracy, and loyalty. Each remember the cardinal purposes of the American Legion are the rehabilitation of disabled service members and veterans, care of the dependents of those who advanced the final fall, and of those who are now suffering the ravages of wounds, disease, and want. Rightful education of the children of our county, and devoted service to the community, state, and nation. You will now raise your right hand and repeat after me, giving your name. I do solemnly pledge myself to perform faithfully and impartially the duties of the office of the American Legion I am about to assume. And I further pledge that I am not a member of, do not subscribe to, principles of any groups opposed to our form of government. Sergeant at Arms, conduct the new officers to their respective stations or seats as appropriate.
Turn around.
A smile.
Come over here.
I'm using my cell phone.
Well done.
I did check. You're a Chester now, you don't get circles up
Because our officers, this is a re-election of existing officers, I'm not gonna do an individual charge to each spot. Historian, you're supposed to do this, and vice commander, you're supposed to do that. But our county commander has remarks, and I'll leave remarks to that.
So again, thank you for coming. We had a good turnout. I think we had 13 out of the 16 posts represented here today. Our last meeting, I think we had 13 or 14 out of the 16 posts. So everybody's participating and the county's getting bigger. I have a lot to agree with Paul Connors. He's done a great job. He's a good person. He knows what we need to do to go forward with this county. And I know certainly he and I need to work a little better together, and the vice commander, so we can do more for the county. 391 went well. SAL, we're going to continue on this year. And we're gonna really concentrate on membership. All right, our membership's down. Only one post, 242, went over the top. I'm happy to say 342 is over the top today at 101. So hopefully between us and 242, we can lead the county and work on membership. We're gonna look to do some training this year so we can learn more about the roles of the posts, what we can do to be stronger, and what we can do better for membership. So thank you. It was a good year. Again, there's a lot we can change. We already talked, we're gonna work together, make things bigger and better for Morris County. And I appreciate everything you've done for the post. I've gotten to know a lot of you working together. Phone rings a lot, which I like. Elmer, where'd Elmer go? Always correcting me on Facebook and my emails, it makes me happy. I get nervous when I see inbox and it says Elmer. So thank you, on behalf of the county and the officers, we appreciate everything you've done. And Jim, thank you for coming back for another year.
No meeting in June.
No meeting in June. July, we're gonna have a reorganization meeting. We're gonna sit down and choose that date right after this meeting, and there will be an email tomorrow, so we know. It's gonna be a good reorganization meeting this year, because it's really gonna be an in-depth view of what we've done, what we can do, and what you want us to do as a county for you. So it's just not gonna be the pamphlet handed out, going through and saying, here's your commanders. They're gonna talk to you, and we're gonna see what we can do to become bigger, better, and stronger. We have a very talented team of officers. They're highly educated, they're very smart, and they're very dedicated to what we do. Our incredible auxiliary group from Morris County, I follow them, they're always like 2 steps ahead with how they do things, they're great. And the auxiliary in this county is getting bigger and better, so we have a lot to look forward to this year, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna choose that date for reorganization at the end of this meeting, and you will get an email very quickly, so that we know the date and time and the location. And let's get 16 out of 16 posts at that reorganization meeting and start the year off. Right. Thank you very much.
We have to leave too.
Yes. There's something going on here tomorrow.
Yes, there is.
Yes.
I just want to point out, we were at 22 posts a few years ago. Now, as you've heard, we're looking at 16. I've never seen a percentage participation like we have had this year. Of the posts that are currently existing, that I consider live posts in the county, which we just heard the number is 16, okay? All but one have attended, even 2 of the 3 that are not here, have attended multiple events this year, multiple county meetings, etc. So 242 hosted a meeting with state commander and had been involved in the county. Post 27, first time in years, has come to multiple county meetings and are showing interest. Welcome seeing 91 as often as we can. My goal, and I'm gonna push the county commander on this, is I would love to see, I know we can't expect everyone to come to every county meeting, but I would love the live posts to stay connected. That's something we haven't had, Harold, how many years? A long time, a very long time, as far as I'm concerned. So getting this, part of the American Legion is local, and part of it is what's happened nationally and at the state level. And the more of this that we can get out to people, the better. I mean, I'm not gonna push any particular legislation, but don't be surprised if we get more active at the state level legislatively from the state Legion department. And then we're gonna be bothering Brian more. But Brian's got some interesting bills that he's pushing that we should get behind, and the Legion will get behind, if I even say that. Okay, like proportional tax exemption for disabled veterans that are not 100%. Okay. This is important shit, okay, important stuff. I don't know if we'll get proportional, I don't know if we'll get proportional parking meters, probably not, but that's okay. This is, and I joked only a little bit on that. This is something that's worthwhile, and the Department of New Jersey has not been as involved within the state as we could be. And again, I'm not gonna get political, but fact of the matter is, the Department of Military and Veterans Affairs at state level, the legislation Veterans Affairs committee chair is probably not a friend to veterans. So it would be nice if the American Legion spoke up more. Is that fair?
Spot on.
Okay, those are my goals for this year, which you've never had me put out before. As you do. So my goals are all posts involved when they can, at least partially, to some level, and we have to get more legislators involved. Okay, and I'm laying that most on myself more than anybody else. And maybe there's stuff that we'll have to report after the next meeting. And lastly, the duly elected vice commanders, we need to talk before we leave today about setting a time that we're gonna determine committee assignments. We're gonna get in front of this early this time and figure out who's doing what on what state committees. There's another sub goal. I want all of the officers of the county, including service officer, including chaplain, et cetera, to be engaged out of the county as well, to their opposite numbers, to at least surrounding counties, if not to department. That's how we get things done when we need assistance or if we want examples, is you have to know the other people. You have to know, and you have to be known. That's how we make things happen. Thank you.
Thank you, DEC Kramer. Now for the fun part, go to the Legion. You're sitting at these nice tables where tomorrow morning there'll be delicious food in front of you from 7:30 to 11:30.
If you show up.
Don't show up. 9:30, Mr. Kramer. We'll have a nice table over here for county. So come and have a delicious meal, 7:30. The tables are almost set. They'll be done by tonight. Anything else, go to the Legion. Mr. Bergen.
I just want to reiterate what one of my fellow vice commanders said a couple minutes ago about the Passaic County Veterans Wall. I was just at that ceremony, and I apologize, that's what made me late. But it's really not possible to share with you in words how amazing this thing is. You could legitimately take your kids or your grandkids or your nieces and nephews or friends and family to this wall and never go to DC. It is that awesome, and it's permanent. I was blown away by seeing it today. I think if Commander, we'll put it out to you so that you can give everybody all the details about where it's at. But this isn't just some little replica of a wall that would be, okay to see. This is a legitimate destination, especially for you Vietnam vets that may want to bring your families. You can't organize them to go all the way down to DC, which is difficult. This thing is very powerful and very impactful, and it's the real deal. So I just want to make sure that you knew how awesome this thing really was, and so you can take your friends and family. That's all I had, Commander. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bergen. Anything else, go to the Legion.
Yep,
Mike, sorry, I couldn't see that.
yeah, tonight, 6 o'clock at Lake Hiawatha, Post 249, we're having a pasta, meatball, and spaghetti night, hosted by our Sal, and also from, I think it's the Sons of Italy, who are actually demonstrating the cooking for us, try and train us up on this too. So that'll be tonight at 6 o'clock, $25.
See you there. Who's following? Yeah, no white shirts at the Italian. Ma'am, go ahead.
Me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Hi, in my role as the Department of New Jersey Membership Chair, I just want to let you know that Morris County, out of the 21 counties in the state, Morris County was the 6th gold unit. We are over 100% membership in the auxiliary. And Morris County, as far as all the units, out of 11, 8 of them have reached over 100%. And 342, 342, you're at 140 some percent. So the ladies have worked very, very hard. We do not have a male member yet in the county, but we could get a male member at some point, or welcome in the auxiliary. And I'm just very proud to have been the department membership chair for this year, and that Morris County has gotten to be one of the top counties in the whole department, the state. So I want to thank you all for your support and on helping us. And of course, you know, if you have members in your family who are not part of the auxiliary, okay, we certainly need them also to join. And we're very active in doing a lot of good things that most people don't know that we do. But we're out there between Lions and the community down at Veterans Haven North, Veterans Haven South, all the VA hospitals, and also we're doing a lot. So just want to commend you all for what you do and all, and I'm very proud of Morris County.
Legion, we have to catch up. I got two new members last night too, so maybe 141.
There you go.
And 2 Legion members.
Great,
I get the Legion number, I turn to their wife and then an application for it. So
wonderful.
it works. What, with a few tricks. Anything else for the good of the Legion? President Wallace, thank you.
Hi. As you know, every year the auxiliary, Morris County Auxiliary does a raffle for Sussex Meet. Guess what? I got raffle tickets. Anybody wants them? They're $5 a piece. Goes off June 17th at the 423 Tri-County. So, see ya. Thank you.
I know. Anything else for the good of the Legion? Once, twice. Members of Post 342 the rear, thanks for helping us host tonight. Our auxiliary riders came in and set up the room, got the coffee and food ready. Also helps for tomorrow morning. So a big thank you to them. Again, they went down to the first annual Riders Convention, which convened at 1 o'clock. So hopefully that's going well. And again, thank you for coming out to Post 342 today. I know some of you it's a long ride from that top part of Morris County. But we are Chester North here, so. Upcoming events, again, we're gonna sit right after this meeting and find our date for reorganization in July. Any other upcoming events? Any golf, Harold?
The golf is Monday. And, but, maybe want to mention, High Point?
High Point is June.
Yeah.
In my phone.
We normally go there. We don't have a meeting in June, so we're not going now.
No, it's not. I could open the Google Calendar.
Harold, you get the flyer on that?
I don't think I have a flyer yet. I did.
5 Point?
Yeah.
June 30th. At High Point, we'll be putting out a more detailed flyer, but June 30th at noon, we do set up an area for the Morris County American Legion. That's how I got involved. Jim Conroy took me up and said, come to this. I'm like, what's it about? And here I am, 5 years later, still involved. Hopefully Howard will be cooking again this year. It's a great day. We have a little picnic. Then we all go march up to the memorial. We want to get a good crowd this year. So warning order, June 30th, 12 o'clock at High Point. Very detailed information will be put out shortly. Department Vice Commander Ellis Marbles is involved with that. I'm helping him. And hopefully within a week or two, the exact dates and time. So June 30th, mark it down. I'd like to see a really good turnout from Morris County and hopefully from the state. Yes, Tom, it's a long ride, but it's worth it.
I've been there, I presented
You have.
last time.
You want to talk to cards?
Make sure you bring a chair.
The cards, we'll talk about cards.
Yeah. As you know, at the reorganization meeting, SAL and Legion gets their identification cards, or membership cards. And in the past, it's been a little chaotic, cards have gone missing, people pick them up. What we'd like this year is to have your post officer reports done prior to picking up your membership cards. With that, we'd like you to get your SAL attachments to do their membership reports, their son's post reports, so we can have a good idea of who the leaders of the Sons of the American Legion is. This is gonna help us make that group stronger and make them part of the county. When you come to pick up your cards at the reorganization meeting, I'd like you to let me know you turned in your post officer's report or hand it to me. Then we're gonna sit down with the adjutant, Mr. Connors, and we're gonna put all that information in the computer and have a very detailed list for our emails. So people get the information they need. There's some times you look and Sun is right, we didn't get a report. So that's our goal for this year. I think you've heard from DEC Kramer, from Adjutant Connors, we have a lot to do, and we're already starting to do it. With that, we need your help. Those post office reports are extremely important. I will trade you a post office report for your membership cards. I can't hold them ransom, but let's try and make this work. And the SAL. So I'll be speaking to DEC, Michael's about that. So we can really get the SAL to go. Any other upcoming events? Going once, going twice. Is there any further business to come before this convention? If not, the chapel will rise in prayer.
Our Heavenly Father, we deem this a fitting time to pay our respects to our departed. As we stand with bowed heads in reverence to them, let us remember the good deeds they accomplished. Let us revere them as good soldiers who fought the good fight in a just cause. Let us silently pray for peace, the peace that surpasses all understanding. And let us in mind and soul consecrate our hearts and lives for the real America, land of the free and the home of the brave, the America we're fighting for. As we stand in silence to our departed comrades, may we sincerely say, may their souls rest in peace. Let us also remember the POWs and the MIAs still accounted from all the wars and conflicts. Amen.
Amen. Cover? Until we meet again, let us remember that our obligation can only be fulfilled by the faithful performance of all duties of citizenship. Let service to the community, state, and nation be the main objective of the American Legion and its members. Let us be forever watchful of the honor of the country, our organization, and ourselves, that nothing shall swerve us from the path of justice, freedom, and democracy. Colors in place, and salute. 2. I now declare this convention of the Morris County Committee, the American Legion, Department of New Jersey, adjourned.